guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here still at SEMA 2022 edition in Las Vegas. Obviously lots of action, lots of people, but also lots of horsepower, especially here at the Dodge booth. And this is it right here. This is one of their famous recent sneaker drop cars. This particular one is the 2023 Dodge Super Bee. But before we get into this plum crazy purple V8 powered car, let's talk about what's going on here. Super Bee. The name first existed back in 1968, and it wasn't on a Charger. It was actually on the Dodge Cornet. Eventually in 1971, they brought the Super Bee name to the Charger. And then the rest is history, as they speak. Now with 2023 being the last call of the Hemi V8s, Dodge wanted to really celebrate and bring some extra excitement for the hardcore fans, and this Super Bee is one of those cars. So this car comes exactly the way that you see it from Dodge. You can make changes after you buy it, but this is how it's optioned, color, striping, and everything else. What I want to find out is, if you're not going after a Hemi supercharged V8 like a Hellcat, is this four-door muscle car a true drag performance car compared to the competition, even though it has a naturally aspirated V8? Let's go ahead, let's dive into the Super Bee and find out. Right off the bat, the color. Nobody does colors better than Dodge, especially with the names and the way that they look on the vehicles. Now, this being a Charger, it is a wide body, so you're gonna get that extra 3 inches of width. Look at the way you can see the drag radials peeking out from the front. So even with the flared fender, the wheels and tires are so wide that the tires actually still popping out from the side fender. Of course, if you're gonna have a muscle car and you want that look, it comes with the factory hood pins and the cables to keep everything buttoned down while you're going down the drag strip. We got our full LED lighting, daytime running lamps and headlights. And I just love the way everything is sculpted. That's one of the things, that even though it's big, even though it's brash, it's very, very clean and sculpted on the front, and of course functional. Now when we come across the front nose, I think purple would be the last car that I would think would look aggressive, but it definitely stands out on this Super Bee. With that width, you'll see that functionality in the center. Super Bee badging, and there is the, we talk about the Rumblebee, this is the Super Bee. I love the way they actually created a badge specific for this car. Nice graphics with the Bee. Working your way down, you do have your full functionality. Of course, in the center, gonna bring in lots of cool air. Speaking of air, we get up onto that muscle car bulge. This is the bulge that when you're a little kid, you dream of having. Look at the way they did the graphics. I'm gonna have Lori kind of swing around and showcase that Super Bee graphic there, looking really good. Now they're only gonna build 1,000 of these, and the great news is it has a special drag mode that your normal Scat Pack, because this is built upon a Scat Pack, it's gonna have a special drag mode, and obviously all the other goodies here. Now underneath this big bulge with the functional scoop and the heat extractors is gonna be that 6.4 liter Hemi V8, naturally aspirated, 485 horsepower, bolted to a TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, as we come around the bend, you're gonna see something different that you don't get on your Scat Pack. Check out the wheels and tires. Plucked right off of the Dodge Demon and the Super Stock. We have those light 5-spoke wheels with the gunmetal metallic gray finish. These are 18 by 11.5. That's massive width. You do get only 4-piston Brembo calipers because this is set up for the drag strip. We don't need 6-piston Brembos. So to save weight off the front of the car, we have 4-piston Brembos, and that is going to cause the vehicle to have lighter weight up front. Now, with the rotors, they are smaller, so that's going to help cut with the rotating mass. And like I was saying, this being a drag machine, the suspension has been fine-tuned for the drag strip. Also, you have the special drag mode to get that perfect launch and that perfect 0 to 60 time. Now what's great about that is that everything has been worked through, all 4 corners, and then you look at those Nitto drag radials, 315s. So on a Scat Pack, you have a 305. These drag radials off the Demon, off the Superstock, are 315s, all 4 corners. That's like 4 freaking steamrollers. Let's continue down the side. There it is. Nobody, like I say, is doing the badges. Look at that. That's the Super Bee. We know the Rumblebee. Look at that. It's got actually a drag racing helmet, classic Gasser drag racing helmet, the exhaust, of course, the spinning rubber. Now, when it comes to color, the plum crazy purple, the gloss black, you do get a sunroof. Something that you don't see on a lot of performance drag cars because this does add extra weight, but it is there so you can let the wind blow through your hair. From the side, you're still getting that same great 4-door Charger look. I know a lot of people were disappointed that the Charger was a 4-door, but definitely has that look. And then graphics, look at the way we got that Super Bee name there. Looking really clean, the way it comes out. I'm glad they didn't just do a regular tail stripe. I'm glad that they did something unique. And then of course, those 315s out back. These things are gonna launch and grip and send you down the strip. Live your life a quarter mile at a time. I give you permission, and so does Dodge and Mopar. And if you're wondering, I keep saying Mopar. Remember, Mopar comes from motor parts. So that is where you get all of that extra performance. Coming towards the back, we got our satin black rear wing. Of course, we have the Charger name that's been blacked out. The one thing that's missing is I'm surprised they didn't put a Super Bee badge on the trunk. So that's gonna be a zonk. There should be a Super Bee badge right there on the trunk. There isn't one. That's a bit of a bummer. Another thing is that I wish they would make these exhausts gloss black. Everything else has a gloss black look or a blacked out look. Stainless steel looks good, but the gloss black would have looked better. But definitely wide, mean, and lean, especially with that big old motor, that engine, that 6.4 liter underneath the hood. Let's go ahead though, let's get to the interior and see what's special about the Super Bee. All right guys, here we are inside the Super Bee. This is one of those cars, like I said, the Super Bee name has been around since 1968. It did not show up on a Charger until 1971. Nice to see Dodge honor the name, honor the car, and the purpose with this being a 4-door specific drag car. Now, I know you want to know about pricing. We don't have it yet. One thing I can tell you is they're only building 1,000 of these, so definitely pay attention to the interwebs so that you could track down one at your local dealership. But why don't we show you what you get when you go Super Bee to the door panels. So you'll notice you're gonna get that premium upgrade on the interior. Nice smooth finish. I love the way they do the diagonal stitching, and then of course the soft touch material on the armrest. Going from the door panel to the dash, of course you gotta have the Super Bee name prominently displayed for your passenger while they're holding on for dear life as you go down the quarter mile. You do have carbon fiber all throughout, not only up top, but also on the center console. Yes, it's the older 8.4-inch Uconnect 4 system, but you do have performance gauges, launch control, and that special drag mode. Working your way down, physical knobs and buttons. You got a place for 4 track Twinkies, very important. A 12-volt, so you could run a radar detector. That's super important. Keep you out of jail. And this is gonna be doing the shifting for you. That Torque Flight 8-speed automatic, carbon fiber, a place for some atomic fireballs or some red hots, 2 cup holders that you can make disappear all by the slide of a finger. And then guess what? Massive center console, USB-A's, aux jack, and a 12-volt. You could put all of your Las Vegas winnings in there, all $10 worth in there. Remember, the house always wins. Seats, the leather, the Super Bee, the Alcantara, nice bolstered seats, very comfortable. Power assist for the passenger, power assist for the driver, and then like I said, a drag car that actually has a sunroof. Kind of weird, but hey, to each their own. Why don't you come over to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of the
Super B.
All right, guys, buzz on over here. We got the Super B. I got the Queen Bee behind the camera, and I'm inside the Super B. Let's see what you're getting. Of course, you're getting the aluminum pedals because this is a Scat Pack wide body. So you got the throttle, brake pedal, a little bit larger dead pedal, but still would be nice if it was aluminum. You do have your seat controls. The major zonk is that the actual buttons are a little hard to get to, especially that lower lumbar. Steering wheel, the leather all the way around. I would like a Super B badge for me. We gave one for the passenger. Dodge is cool, but Super B would be better. We do have the paddles behind the wheel to go up and down, that 8-speed automatic. Surprising that they actually give you a electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then of course the dash, classic analog gauges with that large display in the center that you could toggle through a plethora of information. But this is what you're getting when you go with one of these last call, these sneaker drop editions, especially the Super B. But why don't we go ahead? I want to go on throttle at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We can't right now, but we got to wrap it up here from the convention center. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's wrap it up. All right, guys, it's been one chaotic but adrenaline-filled day here at SEMA. You can see the people, the fans, they crave this internal combustion engine. They have that high octane fuel flowing through their veins. But let me know what you think. Are you digging the Super B? Is it the four-door performance car for you? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. We got to give it up to the hardest working person in the freaking universe, Lori G. Raiti, working that camera like a champ. Show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for being the best that ever existed. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.